A major TV quiz show is about to return on the British broadcaster of the BBC. But this time around it's going to be less spiky and more woke. But will it, of course, be as successful? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. That is one of your entertainment news stories breaking out of London today. Now, as you know, I'm a great fan of quiz shows, and they're also very cheap and easy to make. That's why there are so many of them on British TV, well, TV around the world. They virtually cost nothing, and more importantly, of course, you can get the guests for free who want to be on TV. Who remembers the golden days though when the prizes were actually worth something and people did actually win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But one of my favourites of the last sort of 20 years was none other than The Weakest Link. And that was headed by the very feisty Anne Robinson. Now, poor Anne, of course, has been, well, relegated to afternoon TV now here in England, basically fronting Countdown, a wonderful, successful quiz show that's been going for decades. But the BBC have decided to resurrect The Weakest Link. But what they don't want is somebody spiky like Anne. And the reason being is that they feel that Anne could really offend viewers with her forthright opinions and acid put-downs. But the box-ticking BBC have got a plan, and they've decided to give the chance to someone who's hardly on our TV screens at all. I'm joking, of course. It's a gentleman called Ramesh Ranganathan, and allegedly is a comedian, but there's little evidence of that to date. He's appeared on Simply Everything, but if you're being truthful, lots of his shows don't rate particularly well. But, of course, he fits the flavour of the month with the box-ticking BBC right now. But here's the inside track. The inside track is this: when The Weakest Link returns, do you remember that famous catchphrase that Anne spat out at the end of every contestant losing with, "You are the weakest link, goodbye"? Well, they won't be using that anymore simply because they're worried that it might trigger mental health or all sorts of problems. So he's got to find a new catchphrase, even though, of course, the show's called The Weakest Link. More importantly for Anne, she said that she would have liked to return to the show had it been offered, but she realises that a mid-70s lady being slightly spiky is all too much for the current on-trend British Broadcasting Corporation now. So all eyes fall on this gentleman called Ramesh to see if he could make it entertaining and, more importantly, funny. A first on two counts. Neil Sean in the heart of London.